Now, the next thing on our little graphic says quizzes. Okay, if you can see that, it says quizzes. Now, that's in pause, and you're going to take those quizzes over and over and over again. On the graphic, you'll see it says 85 plus. You're going to take those until you make a grade of 85 or better so that you can earn points at all. If you score an 80, I record that as a 0. If you score an 85, you earn an 85. If you score a 90, you get a 90. Now, here's the thing. Whenever you make your top score, that's the only score that I keep. So you can take the quiz again without any penalty, because if you fail it after you've made 100, I only look at the 100. Now, why do you want to do that? Because when it comes time for the exam, there's part A of the exam, and I'm going to take the questions directly from that quiz pool. There's a pool of questions, okay? So if you've taken that quiz several times, when that question comes up, you're going to say, I remember this, and I remember that the answer for this definition is such and such. Now, don't memorize. Do not memorize that the answer is A, because that's going to be randomized and shuffled, okay? You need to understand the definitions or the question that's being asked. Okay, now, next thing is connect. That's on my notes, and on our graphical syllabus here, oops, it says connect, okay? This one also says work problems until you make an 85 or better. Now, when you look in the drop box of pause, and it says connect assignment 1, it's going to say from your book, here are the problems that you have to work. But you have to do that work in this online Connect system. So you use the code that came with your book, and you kind of cash that in for a login to Connect. I'll help you with that if you need help. Okay, you can call me, we can sit together, whatever it takes. You get in the system, and you've worked those problems, and you'll put in the answer, and you can say submit that work, or while it's homework you can say check my work, and it'll tell you if it's right or not. Now you're going to do that to make the best score possible, and the score needs to be an 85 or above. Okay? Why again do you want to do this? Because part B of your exams is going to be pulled directly from those questions. It will not be all of the questions, it will be some. Now the quizzes and the Connect homework, when I give them to you as homework, I give you a lot of time to complete them. For the exam, I'm going to expect you to be faster and well rehearsed because you know it now, right? You've practiced and practiced and practiced. So, if you don't practice, you're going to be overwhelmed and say the test is way too long. If you've practiced, you're going to find that if you sit there and methodically work, that there will be enough time, okay? But you got to practice. Now, in addition to that, there is something called learning projects. Those are next on the graphic. See down towards the bottom? Okay. Learning projects are also found in the Dropbox area of pause. A lot of students fail to scroll down that screen, so make sure you do. And in these assignments, you might be asked to watch one video or a series of videos. Initially, your first learning project, you're going to be asked to create a pie graph and a scatter graph. Okay, later on, you will watch YouTube videos that I have selected for you so that you can learn how to solve Connect problems. Now, so that I understand that you're watching those videos with great purpose, and to help you focus on those videos, sometimes you write a paragraph on a video. Sometimes you actually do what the video asked you to do. But the key thing is you have to watch the video and you have to do what the assignment tells you to do. Students typically do well on learning projects, but those who don't because they don't follow instructions. So when you're in pause, you need to print the instruction page of the Dropbox. Okay, so you go to the Dropbox, you find the assignment, you click whatever assignment you're interested in, and you print that page. And then when you think you're done, you go back and you look at those instructions and you check them off and say, yes, I did that, yes, I did that. And if you didn't do something, you fix it. Okay, so those are learning projects. Next up, extra credit. All students want extra credit, and I have some really fun extra credit work for you. In your book, towards the end of each chapter, actually starting with chapter 2, there are a series of Excel steps. And some of them are about how to graph, and some of them tell you how to do something that we've just learned how to do in the homework, but to do it very quickly. And you say, oh, why am I using my calculator for this when Excel makes it so easy? And guess what? The tool that business people use most often is Excel. Okay, it's Excel. I used to work in another area of the department, and we did computer training for corporations. The #1 requested class, Excel. So this way you get to have a little hands-on. The book tells you exactly what to do. It's very related to business statistics, and it has a value in the real world. So I think you'll like that. Now, some students wait until the 14th week, and this is a 16-week semester, and they say, oh, I need some extra credit. Okay, you're going to be overwhelmed if you do that, because even if you try to start with Chapter 7 and do the extra credit, it doesn't necessarily build on Chapter 2, but it will help your processing if you started in the beginning. So I encourage you to start that. Okay, now, in the content area of PAWS, and some students don't look at this, and that is very painful. You have got to look at the top of the screen, and across the links that you'll see at the top, you'll see the course homepage, and then you'll see content and discussions and Dropbox and quizzes, and you need to look underneath all those, because underneath the content link, I have so much information for you that is helpful, okay? I'm not putting it out there just to waste your time. It's stuff you need. So you're going to go out there. I've got videos for you. I make some of the videos just like this one now to address questions that students have. If you don't know how to use the Dropbox or the quizzes, I have videos that will show you how to do that, okay? So you need to look under the content area and be working through that very systematically. Okay, now, that's the content area. All these areas are important. Now, if you are in a hybrid or traditional class, I want to encourage you to come to class. You need to do that. But I'm really making this video for the online students, and I want to stress that if you are out there in the online environment and you're not talking to me, you don't ever come to my office, and you're confused, I cannot see you. I don't know that you're confused, okay? So if you just hang out there in cyberspace, that's no good. You've got to leverage the resources available to you. The smart students do that, and they pass. Okay, how about the Academic Support Center? Have you ever used it? Do you even know what it is? Okay, on the Macon campus, and there's one at Macon, there's one at Union, there's one at our new Maxine Smith Center, which is near the Micro Soccer Complex, out that way off Nankana. There is an Academic Support Center. They have free tutoring. This stuff can cost you $20, $25, $30, even $50 an hour if you had to pay for it. You go in, you say, I need help with the business statistics problem. They have tutors to help you, okay? You form study groups with your classmates. Now, I did not say they do the work for you. If you heard that, you heard incorrectly. They teach you, you need to learn. Why do you need to learn? Because the test cometh, okay? And you've got to be ready for that timed test, okay? So you have to prepare. Now, but if you sit out there and say, I'm not going to go to the Academic Support Center because that makes me feel stupid, then when it comes time for the test, now you're really defeated because you threw in the towel maybe a couple weeks ago, okay? You have to learn how to answer the questions, solve the problems, do the assignments. You can. I see students do this successfully all the time, and I think you're one of those students, okay? So you just have to stay engaged and in gear. You can do it. So, what do you need to do? Read about a chapter a week so that then you have time to work the assignments. Read, take the quizzes, do the Connect assignments, do the learning projects, do the extra credit work, and look at the content and pause frequently. You can do it. You have to be scheduled and methodical, and you have to keep up. A final note, business statistics is a cumulative class. It is much easier in the beginning than it is towards the end. If you fall behind early on, it does get worse, okay, as you go. But that's why you're not going to fall behind. You're going to use your calendar. You're going to use the schedule that I provided you so that you can go through step by step. Thanks. I know you can do it. I hope I didn't scare you, but I hope I put the fear into you to get started right away. So ready, set, let's go.